inform you guys about the coaching job field and how it can aid for promoting athletes to God. I'm going to hit 3 main points here. So my first one is going to be remind the athlete of their value outside the sport, and this is good for team culture. It is good just as an athlete's mindset individually. I think each athlete is very different, so just having a coaching staff or even a teammate just to connect that one-on-one with, it allows them just to play with more freedom. And then for my second point, we're going to hit on allowing each moment to return to God's initial use for that specific moment. I think a big deal with that one is if that error you're making or you make a mistake, how's that God's specific moment for us? And I think that's hard to like process as an athlete, but I think that failure is part of it so that it allows us to depend on God. So yeah, I think Jeremiah 29:11 really hits that for us. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." And I think it's really important that we stick to that when we are playing and know that mistakes are part of the game. So that's that. And then my third point that I'm going to be hitting, especially as a coach, is going to be maintaining your composure. I think when it gets to like a tough situation in a game or just a sticky situation with your team, it can be very hard to not want the best for your players. So making sure that you are showing God throughout you in every aspect in front of your players if you possibly can, that is very important. So I think that when an athlete begins to fear failure because of experiencing like humiliation, coaches are usually the reason for that. So I think allowing athletes to get into a pattern of experiencing like encouragement and stuff, it will allow them to play less tense and less paralyzed. And I know that also just having a coach who's maintain the composure, especially when you make errors in tough situations, because as an athlete, that is already paralyzing for sure. And then having that pressure and high expectations